Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Montre, and you watching Fred Brother TV. Who the hell is Montre Bible? I know if you've seen my tweets, I've been talking a lot about the Zimmerman trial, so let's talk about it real quick. Now, I just want to put a little bug in a lot of people's ear about what this is about. I have been watching the trial from morning to evening, basically, because in my office we have a screen up and I can't help but see it because it's the only channel that we get is CNN and HLN. So I've been watching the trial, off, keeping up with all the evidence, keeping up with the jury trial. A lot of people are like, Zimmerman's guilty. I can't see why people can't see that he's guilty and blah blah blah. Okay, I understand that. I understand the passion behind it. And the thing is, why I believe that Zimmerman is not gonna get convicted in this trial. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, Zimmerman is not getting. He is not on trial for killing Trayvon. I'm gonna repeat that. Zimmerman is not on trial for killing Trayvon, and I think that's where a lot of people have it confused. If people are saying he's guilty because he killed him, that's not why Zimmerman is on trial. Zimmerman is on trial for murder two. Murder two is intentionally killing them, or no, murder one is intentionally killing somebody with pre-thought. Murder two is killing somebody you didn't plan on killing them, but you hated them enough, you had evil intent to kill that person. Okay? Now, I'm gonna tell you why that's not gonna happen because the prosecution, the state in Florida, the district attorney, has failed to prove that Zimmerman had some type of ill intent to kill Trayvon. He didn't know him beforehand. The only thing he was going after him was because he thought he was profiling basically, but that's not enough to have ill intent. The times that they have convicted people of ill intent is where it wasn't premeditated, or like friends, people or frenemies or couples, people who really don't like each other. They get in a fight, the fight ends up somebody dying. That's ill intent. People who already don't like each other. The only way they could prove Zimmerman had ill intent is they could prove him as a racist. Problem with that, yeah, he said some negative stuff on the phone with 911, but he didn't really say a racist slur. He said, uh, these punk kids, these fucking punks. Well, does that prove ill intent, or does that just prove that he was frustrated with how much crime was going on in his community, and he believed that this kid may have been a part of that? That doesn't mean that he doesn't like black people. Doesn't mean anything. He didn't say nigga. He didn't say none of that. So when people make it a race issue, I find it very ridiculous because he hasn't said anything about race. Um, Furthermore, Zimmerman is not white. He has Latino background. His mother's Latino. He's Latino. I mean, I don't even think he looks white to me. To me, he doesn't look white. He looks like a Latino man. Um, so when people say race, I'm like, he's Latino. He speaks Spanish. He may be part white, but that's like black folks. You could be part white. You're still black. You could be Asian and white, and you're still Asian. He's still Latino. So I don't really get when people try to make this a racial issue when it's not. It's about whether he intended on killing that boy or whether he didn't. How I feel, Trayvon's not innocent in the whole thing. Been checking out his background. Looks like he's not the A honor roll student. He's not the kid who doesn't get in trouble. He he looks like a kid that gets in trouble, smokes weed, and does all that type of stuff. Does that mean that he should be killed? No. Um, does that mean he probably started the fight? Most likely, because he didn't call the cops when he felt like somebody was following him. So he had reason to believe that, oh, I'm not gonna trust the cops. I'm just gonna take it in my own hands. They're both wrong because they both took the law within their own hands. Trayvon took the law in his own hands by hitting Zimmerman. Zimmerman took the law in his own hands by following him. So they're both wrong. So what is this? That's a manslaughter case. Manslaughter 2. You can look it up on Wikipedia. I'll put a link in the video. Manslaughter 2 is basically putting yourself in a situation that causes harm. It's unintentional and somebody ends up dead. When you put yourself in harm's way, like getting in a car accident drunk, it's manslaughter. It's not murder. It's manslaughter. So people who drink and drive and they end up killing somebody get manslaughter cases. They don't get murder cases. And that's why I think that Zimmerman is going to get off on a manslaughter 2 case, because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He put himself in a situation. He was being reckless, and somebody ended up dying. So that's why I think that he is not going to be pled guilty by the jury for murder 2, but I do think they are going to give him a manslaughter 2 case. Like I said, give me your 2 cents on what you think about that if you've been keeping up, because if you don't do it, then who will? Peace out.